So today I want to talk to you about some of the steps that we take behind the scenes in your personal injury case. We don't have a magic wand. There's a lot of steps you don't know, that you don't see. I'm going to talk about some of those steps. We have a flow chart that shows the multiple steps that we take behind the scenes that sometimes you don't know and you're not aware of. And I kind of want to educate you about that. When you're in an accident, you can call us up from your home. We can sign you up digitally, get the information. We can start your case. That's number one. We will assign you a pod in our law firm that consists of a case manager, a paralegal, and an attorney, and also a clerical support. So you got 4 people in your pod that are working for you. They're a team. And we have a case management system that keeps all of your information digitally organized, that everybody on your team has access to, and is constantly inputting information and updating information so that they as a team can collaborate on your case. Your job is to treat. So we're going to do a lot of the behind the scenes work. Your job is to go to your doctors, be very vocal about any injuries or pain that you have so the doctors can treat you effectively and also notate that in the records. So when you go back to the doctor for your repeat visits, always be vocal about your pain so that they can notate it. Don't assume that because you told them last week or last month that they know that you still have the pain. Please be vocal about your pain so the doctor again can treat you appropriately and they can notate it for your records. So while you're treating and following your doctor's orders, we got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. We're going to start communication with the insurance company. We're going to let them know the severity of the accident from our perception, from our viewpoint. We're going to kind of set the stage for a later demand package. And the demand package goes out when you complete your treatment. Your case manager will set an hour to 90 minutes to sit down with you to get all of your background information, your work information, your health history, to gather the information we need to get a full picture of your pre-accident injury status. We're getting pictures from you. Hopefully you've taken pictures of the accident scene and your car damage. If not, then we'll do that. We're getting the police report. We're finding out who the witnesses are. We're sending investigators out to get witness statements. We're requesting a PIP log. A PIP log is something the insurance company has that shows the amount of personal injury protection benefits they've paid on your behalf. We're getting insurance records. We're getting the ambulance report, the hospital records. So when your doctors say you're as well as you're going to get, you've reached maximum medical improvement, you're going to tell us that. We're going to update your records. We're going to get all your records, and we're going to put together a letter to the insurance company outlining what your injuries were, what your economic expenses were, your medical expenses, your lost income, your lost wages, any out-of-pocket expenses that you incurred because of the accident, ambulance bills, things of that nature. We're going to put it all together in a demand package. And during this time, we were constantly updating your medical records. We're going to obtain lien info from the health insurance companies. If your health insurance is paid for any of your medical care, they have a lien on any proceeds that you derive from the accident. And so we're going to find out what the lien is, and we're going to work with you and them to reduce that lien so you get the most in the end. We're going to get your work records if you were out of work. Once we negotiate a settlement, and negotiations can go on for weeks or months, back and forth. Many times you think the case is over, but the case isn't over. The work is just starting because we got to look at all your medical providers. Let's say you've been to an X-ray facility, you've had an MRI, you saw a general physician, you saw a chiropractor, you saw a surgeon, you saw, 7 or 8 different doctors and facilities. Each one of those is going to have an outstanding medical balance. It's our job to get those balances and to negotiate on your behalf to reduce those balances so that you get the most from your final settlement. We are going to prepare all the necessary disclosures of settlement. The case manager will prepare the initial settlement statement and settlement documents. The attorney then will review and tweak the documents and maybe continue negotiations with some of the medical providers to reduce their liens. Then we're going to get it to our accounting department to do what they do. And then we're going to have a closing, and you're going to come in and you're going to sign a bunch of documents, and we're going to give you a check, and your case will be over with. That's if we settle it. Now, if we go through all this pre-litigation stage and can't negotiate a settlement that you and us are happy with, and you make the final decision, then we transfer it to litigation and the litigation team takes over. And that's a whole nother video. If you have any questions about the case pre-litigation process that I didn't explain, please feel free to email me, steve@brookslawgroup.com, or call me at 863-299-1962 or 1-800-LAW-3030. I'll answer your questions. Be glad to. So thanks for joining. Look to Brooks.com. Have a great day.